Welcome back to Saturday Night Showdown, sponsored by Lucas. I am joined now by a lifelong Panthers fan, a top-level boxer, and a man preparing for the biggest fight of his career. Leigh, welcome to Saturday Night Showdown.
Thanks for having me.
So, biggest fight of your career, March 2nd, East of England Arena in Peterborough. You fight for the Commonwealth Featherweight title. You must be incredibly excited.
I'm excited. I've waited a long time for another shot at domestic title. I've had some injuries and I've had a lot of management issues, but it's finally, I'm 2 weeks away. I'm in great condition. I know where I need to be. I'm excited. I'm feeling good. I'm happy. I can't wait to get in.
Now, before we talk about the coming up fight, let's talk about how you got here. 21 wins, 1 loss, 10 KOs in the process. That's an impressive fight card. But what would you say has kind of been your proudest moment of your career so far?
I won the Midlands area title, but I think the win over Josh Ware was the sweetest because obviously he got a draw with the kid that beat me, and I got a draw with him after that. I beat him after that draw, so I think that was the sweetest victory for me. And I did the rounds, what everyone says I was sceptical about doing, and I breezed it, and I won nearly every round. So got to be the sweetest victory for me.
I like the sound of that one. So let's quickly talk about the Featherweight Commonwealth title and the history behind it. Because if you look at the former winners of the Featherweight title, it's kind of a gateway title of elite British boxing talent. You see Lee Selby, you see the current IBF Featherweight World Champ, Josh Warrington. That would be some great company to be in, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they've got those guys, and obviously my friend who just vacated it, Jordan Gale as well. Some great names have won it over the years, not just at featherweight but other weights. Cole Frotch from this city won the Commonwealth. Cole Frampton won the Commonwealth. He had that for the majority of his career and built himself off that title. So for me, the Commonwealth title is definitely a gateway to bigger and better things. And you know, I'm not looking past this kid in 2 weeks' time. He's tough, he's durable, but yeah, it's definitely bigger things after the Commonwealth title for me. Now,
before this fight got announced, it was announced that you changed camp and you moved to new management under Dave Coldwell. Why was that?
Basically, I was sat around in the Ingle gym for a long time, and the management wasn't doing enough for me, really. It was a lot of promises and nothing was coming off, and not only was I getting frustrated, but all my fans were getting frustrated. You know, I'd be in the gym a whole year, training twice a day, week in, week out, and nothing was happening. And obviously in boxing, you don't fight, you don't get paid, but you know, the Ingle gym's great for training. It really is one of the best places to be in the world, but management-wise, it just wasn't happening for me, so I had to leave.
Now, to give people an idea of the pedigree that Dave Coldwell has, you just need to look at some of the guys he's worked with. Tony Bellew, obviously a household name. Just yesterday, he's in the headlines. Derek Chisora has come over. And then, like you said, your friend, another up-and-coming featherweight in Jordan Gill. Now, Jordan's important in this because he just dropped the title you're going for. He was the last featherweight Commonwealth champion. Has he been able to give you any advice and any hints on how to operate at that stage?
Not really. He's got a lot going off himself. He's fighting for another title himself, which is a very important fight. He's fighting a tough Mexican, and with his fight, he needs this. He's going to get a top 15 world ranking, so he's fully focused. He said, you know, you're going to beat this kid. He says you're good enough to beat this kid. He's told me that. But advice-wise, Dave Coldwell's hit the nail on the head. He took me to one side the other day and said, listen, don't put the pressure on yourself. You don't have to win this fight. It's not the be-all and end-all, but just treat it like anything else and you win. If you're at your best and you do what you do and you do it properly, you win this fight. And it kind of lifts the pressure off you because you're telling yourself, and he's telling me he knows I'm good enough. And yeah, it was nice words from Dave the other day. So he's telling you that, but this is your first fight in his camp. Has the training been any different? Have you been preparing differently? The thing is, Dave Coldwell's managing me, but I've actually got another trainer called Ian Grant. He used to be alongside me, alongside the Ingle gym for probably 12 to 13 fights. He actually trained me for some of them fights when Dom was away. He's always cornered me alongside Dom as well, so it was a perfect move for me. Instead of getting a new trainer, I've got an old trainer, you know, and he knows me inside out, he knows my system, he knows how I like to train, he knows when to push me, when to hold me back. He's doing a fantastic job, so yeah, you'll see a lot more of Ian Grant in the future, but first fight back, first fight on his own with me, and watch out.
Now, obviously, you're not stopping at Commonwealth title, you're looking further up the ranks, and when you look further up the ranks in the featherweight division right now, you're looking at an incredible array of British talent. The top 3 of just about every boxing federation. 3 of the guys in their top 10 are Brits. You've got Kid Galahad, you've got Lee Selby, and then obviously you've got Carl Frampton and the champ, Josh Warrington. Is it kind of inspiring seeing that many Brits up there, and hopefully your name there soon too?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, British boxing's booming. It has been for the last few years, and AJ's took it to a new height, but the featherweight division is thriving. Kid Galahad, I've been training with him for the last 10 years, you know, in the Inglewood gym. Phenomenal fighter. Shared a lot of rounds with him, gained a lot of experience with him. I think Lee Selby's now moved up, but Warrington definitely on the radar. All the kids in the featherweight division on the radar, apart from obviously my friend Jordan Gill. So we might end up like the Charlo brothers and sharing belts, but yeah. It's a thriving division, even domestically at the minute, because I don't want to win this Commonwealth and jump to world level. I want to win that British title, and I'm not sure what moves Jordan's going to make yet. Could go European route, could go world title route, could come back to British route. I'll go the opposite way. We'll look at where we're both heading, and our courses won't meet, but we'll be alongside each other. And yeah, definitely a domestic title like the British I'd like to win after the Commonwealth, but one step at a time.
Yeah. Now the most important thing is looking towards your next opponent, Abraham Osei Bonsu. You take him on for the Commonwealth title just 2 weeks' time, and he's got an impressive fight record of his own, but his first fight outside of Africa and only his second fight outside of Ghana, so you must be hoping for a big home crowd support.
I'm hoping for that home crowd advantage, yeah. You know, I've looked at a lot of him. He's not boxed at featherweight before, but he's always made super featherweight comfortably, and he's coming in at like 9-1, which is only a pound off featherweight, so it will be making the way easy, but it will be physically strong, it will be big. His style, how he fights, is quite bullyish. He comes forward, he swings quite wildly, but he rolls out the way, and you know he's going to be a pressure fighter. So he's going to be in my face, and I'm expecting to go 12 rounds. So I can't put too much into early. I've got to pace myself well, but all being well, if I do my job right and I'm concentrated and I box as well as I can box, it's going to be a good night. It's going to be a Commonwealth title win for myself.
Oh, well, Lee, on behalf of everybody on Saturday Night Showdown, on the entire Panthers Nation, good luck for your fight in 2 weeks on Sky Sports, 2nd of March, East of England Arena in Peterborough, featherweight Commonwealth title. Good luck, Lee, and hopefully next time we see you here, it's with gold around your waist.
We're winning this game as well. Let's go Panthers.
Let's go Panthers. Now, very quickly, this isn't the only interview that's happened down by Motorpoint Arena Ice this week. Patrick Munson has decided that he's quite the intrepid reporter. So we decided after training one day this week, let's give him the mic, let's see what he can do, and we put him out on the ice.